Hyderabad. A place where things are happening. A place where people can be people. A place where people can find themselves and express themselves freely. Free. Growing. Immersive. Accepting. Best. This is Hyderabad through our eyes.
Looks like you.
The city is all about trying to make sure everyone is safe and feels welcomed. Inclusivity sits high on Hyderabad's heart. With specialized shuttle buses for women who need to get to work safely,
Ooh, yeah.
Hyderabad tries to make sure that everyone goes unnoticed and feels represented and supported. Charminar is gorgeous during the day, but at night, it's even better. Welcome to Ramoji Film City. Certified by Guinness World Records, it weighs in and ranks #1 as the largest studio complex in the world. With over 500 film set locations and 47 sound stages, it sits on a massive 2,300-acre patch of land.
this is such a wonderful opportunity for any student.
India takes its film seriously and prides itself on the privilege, advantage, and ability to learn film on an actual film studio, the only and best way to be fully immersed in the experience of creating and learning film.
Right away, and setting up the expectations for what the rest of the movie is going to deliver. This is the film school.
Yeah.
So you're dean of the film school.
Yeah, I'm the dean of it.
And how much do the students get to use the location?
The whole film city is the school.
Oh,
Everything is open to our
Thank you
students.
so much.
Everything is open to our students.
Wow.
Only if suppose some shoot is happening, we don't allow them to shoot.
Right.
But any vacant set, they can shoot.
And how big is the film school? How many?
No, we have presently we have only 20 students because we are running only 1 year course.
20.
But from this year onwards,
Yeah.
we have expanded. From August onwards.
Is it 20 students total or per year? 20 students?
Per year, 20
Per year.
students, yeah.
And it's a 1 year course though?
We were running 1 year course so far.
I see.
Because earlier we were running 2 years when we had film as a component. I mean, we were shooting our diploma films on film earlier because we had a lab, we had everything.
Right.
But after it went away, we switched to 1 year digital filmmaking course. So 2 years direction, 2 years cinematography, and then 1 year screenwriting, 1 year editing, and 1 year digital filmmaking course, and 1 year acting. From this August, we are introducing these.
So as we were announcing, I say there are different themes, sets.
Yes.
Are those always being rebuilt and reconfigured or?
Some are permanent, because this is also a tourism place. People come here to see the studio.
Right. This is something I didn't even realize was a common thing. That is actually the standard here, is that there you have a cliffhanger,
Yeah, exactly.
at the midpoint, and the audience has to come back and find out what happened.
I think it affects the structure of Indian cinema much more than we imagine. Because, when I just started teaching, I would just teach it as the midpoint.
Right.
But it's much more than that, because usually the first part of the film and the second part of the film, the second half of the film, go off on completely different tracks sometimes. So the first half can play out as a romantic comedy, and the second half as a serious, almost a tragic, love story or something like that.
Most of the films are made by independent producers here. Predominantly, 70 to 80% of the films are made by independent producers, not studio-driven films. So that's a huge thing. So all this input, even in independent producers, there are no people who are making high-budget films, medium-budget films, low-budget films. So that's one thing where it differs. We do have studios, but this is more of independent producers-driven industry. Film is there into public, public will love films, and there's so many people who dream to produce a film, who dream to direct a film. So as long as that dream is there, you will find independent producers, they keep coming. Industry, every year, new producers enter the industry. Apart from the existing ones, every year new producers come. So that way it's a constant inflow of independent producers in whichever film industry, whether it is Hindi, Telugu, or Tamil, or any film industry. So that is a good thing. So that
I think another thing which came up earlier was that the Indian film industry isn't a single industry. I think there are at least 6 or 7 major industries.
Right.
And that's unique to a country, I think, in some ways. Because you have, as Mr. Manvi said, 4 industries in the south. You have the Hindi industry, which is again, it has 2 or 3 subsets. Then the Bengali industry is a very influential industry. It's from eastern India. And I think in terms of art cinema, people like Satyajit Ray who were renowned world over.
Right. So you have film productions from all over India coming.
All over India.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever they want to do a difficult scene, they come here.
अब तो जो भी खुले आसमां में ख्वाबों के परिंदे उड़े
Yes, I'm sorry. You have the most beautiful voice. Oh my gosh.
beautiful.
जहाँ भी लेके जाए आरज़ू ओहो जो भी हो सो जो भी हो सो जो भी हो सो जो भी हो सो
To jail? Do you want to go to jail?
Meet the students of the future of film here in Hyderabad.
Here we have the edit suites and the sound recording studio. Hi Soma. Yes, ma'am. 1 minute. So this is how our edit suites. You can. I hold the recording booth.
And this here, apart from I'm in the setup here, you can have a mini Foley setup also that they can do here. The Foley recording, as well as dubbing, small music.
The musician can sit there.
So do you?
They can record.
Yeah. All the Foley stuff is tucked inside the.
Yes, and so there's a water connection also there, and everything.
Oh, you can make the water sounds.
Yes,
Okay.
everything. And here inside there's a sand pit and everything which is there. And when it is not in use, the musicians can, when we record some music and stuff, they can use that.
Use this as a stage.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's all contained.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
For location sound recording, 2 or 3 people collaborate together to do the location sound.
And do you, one of the conversations I've had is that in traditional filmmaking here, there's a lot of dubbing, but it's moving towards more location sound. So what is the emphasis here and what you're learning?
Emphasis here is on location sound.
On location sound? Okay. Are you a master's candidate?
Bachelor's.
You're bachelor's. So you would be doing, as you were saying, both sound design and directing. You do them together?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you working on here? This is your thesis film?
Yeah, this is my graduation film.
And is this a short film or a feature?
Short film. It's around 20 minutes.
What's the topic?
It's about sex education.
About what?
Sex education.
Really? Very challenging.
It's because in India, a lot of parents are afraid of talking about this subject to their children.
Right.
So to basically give an awareness in India, that's why we have made this.
And is it a documentary then or a narrative?
No, it's a narrative. It's a fiction.
It's a fiction, okay.
So it's labeled editing, production, English, advertising, media, everything is like labeled here. And we have automated the library online. So the student, they'll be provided with a login ID and details. Student can log into their system and he can check what all the books available. He can check the catalog and he can also check whether the book is available or not.
Wow, that's awesome.
If the book is available, then he can come and immediately make a request to the librarian. Librarian can easily pick it up.
Wow. And then to bring in new books, how do you just have books that are referenced for people, or how do you know what to
So
put in
every
here?
semester we do have a budget annually. So we'll send a request to the division heads and the HODs. So they'll send us the list. The librarian will procure it and we'll make it available for the library.
Nice, that's awesome.
And for the references, we do maintain the library of the thesis done by the previous year students.
Oh.
So they didn't know to brainstorm specially. They can refer the previous year's thesis and they can make their own.
That's awesome.
This is for acting, training acting, but so they can look at what they're doing in terms of their movement, their expression.
So there are certain patches, no? So these were the marks. Marked will be the professor. When they are teaching the dance, you're not supposed to come out of the line. So they dance in this way, no? So this is the area for one group and that will be the area for another group. So I'm supposed to stand here. This is my line. I'm not supposed to cross that. And behind, this is my line. There will be tape. During the dancing, the operations team will put the tape.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. And how many students at a time?
20.
20 at a time?
Yeah. From there
That's great. Wow, these kids really know how to draw. And do you have figure models and things like that? Do they draw from live models?
No, not live. Live models they do in the classrooms. They'll ask one of the class representative, like students and all, to the part of a model there for the pose. Then they do the live sketching there. Yeah, they do it.
They do. So that's part of their curriculum.
Yeah, anatomy is very important. Yeah,
yes, and they study anatomy.
Exactly.
Okay.
Every facility is right here. So I think they go to visit.
And it is a city which there is a plenty of religions.
Food.
Yeah, people from plenty of religions lives here.
That'll be interesting to explore.
Yeah.
I get you.
But compared to how fast it's Right. That's awesome. Is this recording?
With just a small glimpse of the students here in Hyderabad setting film from LVP and Annapurna, you can tell that film is something incredible here in Hyderabad. Creativity and inspiration driving through them. Hyderabad is growing. Hyderabad is loving. Hyderabad is huge.
I think if I was to say what I think that's one is done.
Hyderabad is free.